Hello guys, this is my original work. If you interested, be sure to leave a like or a comment. Here is the introduction. Introduction. The kingdom of Cavanmore was a city of sharp contrasts, where opulence and squalor coexisted just beyond the reach of each other's gaze. In the heart of the city, the main square stood as a symbol of wealth and power, where the nobility paraded in their finest robes. Their lives untouched by the hardships of the world outside its gleaming walls. Beyond those walls, however, the lower district was a place of shadows and struggle, where survival was an endless battle fought on the fringes of society. For 17-year-old Lone, the lower district was the only world he had ever known. With his sharp green eyes and wild, dark hair, he blended into the crowd, always watching, always waiting. The streets were his battleground, and every day was a struggle for survival. Theft, deceit, and violence were his only tools. To live in Cavanmore's underbelly was to know that every choice mattered, and every move could be your last. Lone's past was one of loss and pain, a history written in blood. The scars of that past pushed him forward, driving him through the streets with a single goal in mind: revenge. The Black Vultures, a brutal gang that had torn his family apart, had to pay. For years, they had haunted him, the echoes of that violent night when he lost everything still ringing in his ears. In the chaos of his young life, Lone had learned not to trust anyone, no one except for himself. His existence was solitary, built on a fragile hope that, one day, the people who took his family from him would pay the price. But Cavanmore was a city full of secrets, and it had a way of changing the lives of those who least expected it. When Lone crossed paths with Cristine, a noblewoman from the main square, his world shifted in ways he couldn't have predicted. Her offer of help, though seemingly out of place, hinted at something deeper, a connection that neither of them fully understood, yet couldn't ignore. Cristine, too, was an outsider in her own way. Beneath her poised and noble exterior, there was something that Lone couldn't quite grasp. The two were linked by more than just the city they lived in. They were bound by a sense of purpose, by an unspoken understanding that they both sought something in Cavanmore, though neither was quite sure what that something was. As Lone navigates the treacherous streets of Cavanmore, stealing, fighting, and surviving, he begins to uncover more about the city's power dynamics and the hidden forces that control its fate. The road ahead is filled with danger and betrayal, but it is also one of choices. The more Lone discovers, the more he realizes that his quest for vengeance may be more complicated than he ever imagined. With every decision, Lone's path becomes more entangled with Cristine's, and the city's shadows grow darker. Can he hold on to his mission for revenge? Or will the dangerous game he's been playing lead him into a world far more complex than he ever thought possible?